We just people from the north side. Once and Timmy's at the shore fine. Winter ready on the four ties. Heavy traffic during 4-5. Gotta hustle on your own time. Color people every port side. We just people from the north side.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's your host, your boy, George Mackay, live here, pre-recorded NCG Wrestling, and I'm sitting down with the former WWE Champion, the one and only Raj Dhesi, a.k.a. Jinder Mahal. How are you, sir?
I'm doing good, thank you. It's my first time here in Leamington, Ontario. It's an amazing place. I love the summers in Canada. I'm excited. I met some fans. Everybody's exciting. I love the venue. I love the setup. I love everything, the professionalism. Looking forward to having a good night.
Absolutely. What's incredible about your career is that, first off, you're Canadian, so yeah, Canada represent, right? You grew up, being a Canadian wrestling fan, experiencing it, going through the indies, getting signed by WWE.
Yeah.
But what was the best part about your first indie run while you were doing it before you made the jump to WWE?
So I started at Stampede Wrestling in Calgary, so just knowing like the rich heritage and history of Stampede Wrestling and becoming Stampede Wrestling Tag Team Champions, and then even Stampede Wrestling North American Heavyweight Champion, which has like a crazy lineage of superstars, wrestlers of the past that have held that championship. That was the best part, and just a group of guys and girls that I was with, Natty Neidhart, TJ Wilson, Tyson Kidd, Victor from Ascension, Tyler Breeze. There was a really good group of professional wrestlers at that time, and the guys that didn't make it, they were all really good. It was just like almost like a tight-knit family, all of us.
I love that. Yeah, absolutely. I sat down with TJ a couple years ago, and he's phenomenal. Got a great wrestling mind, probably one of the best in the business. While you were working at WWE, did you ever have a chance to work with him? Did he produce any of your matches? Did he age in any of your matches?
So I wrestled him a lot. Like my first year in WWE, I wrestled TJ on a lot of the live events. As a producer, just on live events, but never for TV, because he was mainly a producer for the women's matches.
Yes.
Yeah. But I'm one of the greatest minds ever, and he's a great producer, great person, great talent, great wrestler, great wrestling mind. He's the man.
Canadians, they were all so polite. We always try to find the best in everyone. But I could see you and TJ having nothing but insurmountable conversations about, especially the fact that he's an encyclopedia of pro wrestling. The stories you must have shared about the history, like you said, of Stampede Wrestling is crazy. Yeah,
and we both have very, very good memories. Like, we can go back and forth, like, hey, remember on this night this match happened, or remember when this happened, this person wrestled. Not even for ourselves, like other people's matches, like in buildings, like, hey, TJ, remember when so-and-so wrestled here? Like, yeah, he has a crazy memory, and luckily I do too, so yeah, we have good conversations.
So I want to talk about 3MB, because everybody loves 3MB. It was a great stick while it was there. You, Drew, and Heath, you guys literally were the embodiment of three guys that nobody ever gave a chance to, and you took a gimmick that was rather questionable, and you guys made it work. Yeah. What was it like to get as over as 3MB did?
So I think we're more over now, like in people's memory, than we were at that time.
Yes, but I think it's you aged well, is what I'm saying in terms of the gimmick.
And I think what really makes it special is what we did after 3MB. Heath Slater with Tag Team Championship with Rhino and the kids and getting a job. Amazing, very memorable stuff. Drew McIntyre, obviously. One of the best professional wrestlers on earth, not only in WWE, like on planet Earth. And then myself winning the WWE Championship, United States Championship, 24/7 Championship. So I think just the success that we had after 3MB, when like really nothing was expected from us, and we like made a point to like work hard and like
succeed at the highest level.
Succeed, yeah, exactly. Like we weren't gonna look at this as like a demotion or something. Like if anything, it was to motivate us to take us to the next level, and that's what we all did.
Absolutely, and the great thing is that all three of you kind of stepped away, but then came back to WWE, and you redefined yourselves, you rebranded yourselves, you worked on your image, everything. And I got to talk about the modern day Maharaja for a second, because you were a fantastic character, you were a great heel, everything you did with Randy. Now, I don't know if you know this about me, but I've been born and raised in Brampton.
Okay.
Brampton has a rich heritage.
Yeah.
And the great thing about Brampton was, while you had your little minions, if you will, the Singh brothers, one of the funniest things I ever heard at a show, we were watching one of your matches with Randy, and it was me, my brother-in-law, and my wife, and everyone, and we were there at the house just enjoying it. And my brother-in-law looked at both of them and said, "Man, why is it that those two guys look like every IT guy from Brampton?"
Yeah. I know Brampton very well. I have friends and extended family there. I actually did a fireside chat one time in Brampton. I think at the city hall or so.
Yes, you did at City
Yeah,
Hall.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
there.
Okay. Oh, okay, awesome. It was a great turnout. It was a great event. Got to just speak to the youth and just motivate them and share my story. And anytime I go to Brampton, it's so much love everywhere I go, even like to this day.
Absolutely. Now listen, being from Brampton, I got a respect and appreciation for amazing Indian food. Brampton is one of the hubs for amazing Indian food. I'd probably say, I mean, it doesn't compare to the UK, but it's definitely got its good spots.
Yes.
When you're in Brampton,
Yeah.
what do you enjoy? Like, what's your go-to, not even your go-to Indian spot, but when you can get some home-cooked at the finest, and Brampton is probably the closest thing to being back home. What do you go
My
for?
favorite place is Rick's Good Eats.
Okay.
Yeah, Rick's Good Eats. Actually, I just found this place. I find so many on Instagram, and I always send them to my fiancée because she's actually from Toronto originally. She lives now in Florida, and I just sent her this place today. It's called Deshi Road.
Okay.
Street food just opened in Brampton.
Okay.
Deshi Road. So you know the modern day Maharaja, Raj Dhesi, is going to be at Deshi Food very soon.
Maybe we can go. I'll treat.
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
So the modern day Maharaja, everything you did with Randy Orton, that was such an iconic run, in my opinion. It was one of the most enjoyable runs. I mean, first WWE Champion of Indian descent, but also the 50th of all time.
Yeah.
That's pretty huge and humbling. When that whole storyline happened and when you became the champion, I mean, that's every WWE superstar's dream.
Yeah.
You achieved that dream. What was it like for you?
It's hard to put in words, but it just meant so much to me. Where I started, all the hard work, all the sacrifice, training, getting to shows. You know, the Canadian winter is punishing, and our cities are so far apart. So like to travel, sometimes you travel 12 hours to make it to a wrestling show in the winter, and then being released, coming back, and then I didn't come back to become WWE champion. Really, they split the rosters again between Raw and SmackDown, and they just needed some guys and girls they can throw on television right away, and I was one of them. And I just worked hard and found myself in a position where I was number one contender, then became WWE champion. That was a huge moment. Just like all the shows that we did during that time, all over the world, with like overseas tours all across America. It was awesome just representing the WWE Championship, being champion, main eventing everywhere. It was unbelievable.
Absolutely. I got to talk about the Punjabi Prison matches. Those matches are phenomenal. They're really entertaining, and they're awesome. What was it like to kind of bring that match back? Because that was something that was set up for the Great Khali and stuff like that. What was it like? Yeah. And Batista, they had those prison matches. What was it like to bring that back?
Yeah, I think you might be the only one that enjoyed that match.
I enjoyed the concept.
It's brutal being in it. It's a very hard match. The cage, actually, the first cage, it looks like bamboo, but it's the original blue steel cage.
Okay.
So it's solid steel. You hit it very, very hard. It makes no noise. But it's a very cool concept. It was a tough match. It was very grueling, very taxing. And for some reason, it just never got the appreciation that we expected or wanted. Like we really worked hard on that match and took a lot of punishment. But the best part was Great Khali coming back. So at least that was that.
Yes, absolutely. The 24/7 championship, again, amazing stuff. The vignettes were hilarious. They were always fun and entertaining. What was it like kind of being in that whole process of the 24/7 championship? They, from what I heard from some people that I've talked to that have held those championships, they kind of were just on-the-fly ideas that happened. Okay, once here, once there, let's try this, let's try that. Was that kind of the way it worked with the 24/7 championship?
That's exactly how it was. It was on-the-fly moments, just someone thinking, hey, we should do it here or there. We were flying to Saudi Arabia, and I was actually sleeping, and one of the producers came to me like, hey, we're going to film this right now, and they filmed it on a cell phone. Me winning the championship on the tarmac and then losing it in my sleep. And the day that I won it and lost it on a golf course, we had just landed for a live event, and I just got a text from Adam Pearce saying, hey, we got to go to this golf course to film this 24/7 skit right before the show. So it was just spur of the moment. It was a fun time. It was a fun experience. My favorite one was I'm looking for R-Truth backstage, and he hides in a trunk, like in one of those road cases, and then gets shipped to the next city. That was quite fun filming it backstage. But originally, I was a little let down because it was after I was WWE Champion, and I wasn't really doing much. And then to be doing the 24/7 stuff. But then you know what I thought? I'm going to make the best of it, make memorable moments, have fun, and that's exactly what we did. And it ended up being pretty good. Some pretty cool stuff, especially by R-Truth. And a lot of people got to hold a championship in WWE. Like, for instance, the Singh Bros. You know, forever in history, they are champions in WWE because of that championship. So it gave a lot of guys something to do and something to remember. And it gave the fans something to remember for a long time, I think. It was very cool.
Absolutely. You know what else is cool is you reuniting with the Singh brothers, GCW, doing all that stuff, bringing all that back. What has it been like for you being on the indies, working hard, grinding, going back to the, I guess not so much the schedule that you had in WWE,
yeah.
But honestly, I want to say this, you seem to be having a lot of fun, man. You seem to be smiling a lot more. I mean, not on camera. On camera, you've got that face.
Yeah.
But you seem to be enjoying every minute of being back on the indies.
Yeah, that's exactly where I'm at in my career. I only do things that I want to do. I'm just having fun, and when it stops being fun, I'll pack it in. But it's been so much fun just having freedom. I've been booked every week, so I thought my schedule would be a little bit lighter. But
freedom is out the window.
But freedom to do things that I choose.
Yes.
Yeah. That's what I mean by freedom. And also, I want to try to venture outside of wrestling. I've been doing a lot of auditions for acting roles. I haven't gotten anything yet, though, but fingers crossed one of these days. I've been working on my acting, getting classes, getting lessons. So I want to venture out and just do different things now and just enjoy wrestling. That's what I'm doing. I got to become AAA Tag Team Champions with Satnam Singh.
Amazing.
Reconnected with the Singh Bros. I just want to, in a way, mentor South Asian wrestlers, the next generation, help them out as much as possible because we didn't have that before. I didn't have that before. We didn't have resources where there was veterans that were really willing to, you know, help us out or get us booked places or wrestle with us. So I think that's very important, is giving back to the next generation of South Asians, whether they're from India or Canada or USA. We're all the same, and we're very underrepresented in wrestling right now, and I want to see that change. Like, we face so many hardships, like discrimination, everything, and I want to change the perception. So that's what I really want to do. That's what this run is about. It's about giving back and just like creating camaraderie, creating like a brotherhood amongst us where we're not in competition with each other. There's enough spaces, enough spots for all of us to have successful careers, because for a while, like, we always felt like there's only room for one of us. And that's got to change, and it's going to change.
I love that. And you know what? I would say that is one of the coolest things about you, is I could see the passion and the heartfeltness you had when you were saying all that. You know, I got an idea for a movie that you and I could do together. Jack, let me pitch this, okay?
Okay.
Buddy cop movie, right? Yeah. You're the tough, grizzled veteran. Okay. I'm the lazy rookie. And all I want to do is eat and screw around. And then we could just have the hijinks we could have. Like, I feel the chemistry of us. Like, think of it. This is Brampton's finest. What do you think?
There you go. Talk to my agent.
I'll talk to your agent. All right, I'm going to set that up. We're going to talk to your agent. My final question, I'm going to let you go. When I look back at your whole career as a whole, the ups and downs, the peaks and valleys, the challenges, the reformation of how you are, I think you're in the best shape ever. That I could say, when you came back and also now, you look great.
Yeah.
So what would you say out of everything was something that you hold near and dear to your heart? I mean, yes, obviously winning the championship was huge, but any other special moments that maybe people out there wouldn't know?
Just, again, being the first Indian descent, South Asian, Punjabi, however you want to put it, WWE champion. Growing up, like, I didn't have role models on TV that I could look up to. There was no one like me. We had Apu. That was it as far as representation. So just really just showing the next generation anything is possible. If you dream it and you work hard, anything is possible. I think that was the most important thing.
Awesome. This has been phenomenal. What a great conversation. It's an honor and privilege to sit down and talk with you, sir. Before you go, if you can give me that Raj Dhesi attitude and say, hey, man, I had a good conversation with Straight Talk. It was fun. I hope it was fun. I mean, Brampton's finest. That's $1 million idea, Raj.
Yeah. This is the Maharaja, and a great time talking the Brampton's finest.
I like that. That's even better. All right, sir. Thank you so much for the time. It was a privilege. Guys, that's it for this one. Peace, love, and wrestling. We'll see you next time. Peace.
We just people from the north side. Once the Timmy's hit the shorefine. Winter ready on the four ties. Heavy traffic during 4-5. Gotta hustle on your own time. Color people every port side. We just people from the north side.